Hey guys, David back here again. So, just had a theory or a idea that I wanted to share with you guys. Um, so I've been reading about game theory over the past afternoon, and I was trying to piece together how game theory applies to life, and more specifically for this video, metaphysical gender roles. So essentially, I'll get right into it. Society has to survive through time. Time is the structure in which living things have to continue through. So the two gender roles correct for the past, present, and future. So women correct more for the present and the past, and men correct more for the future. Future can be interpreted as aggressiveness, being able to predict the future, being able to fulfill that prediction so it's more accurate. I think there's something to the idea. I think that society could only survive throughout the times by women nurturing and using the present moment, correcting for the present moment to deflate conflict in the present and the past, making it come together, and making the future from men using the future to make the present more successful. This is kind of like a metaphysical concept of why there are two genders. Not just for the reason of procreation, but survivability. I think we struggle with that as a society, with us trying to be more equal to each other. That's actually tearing us apart more. I think it's not just tearing us apart because of the ideas are conflicting. I think you can have equality, for sure, but you also have to realize what you're good at and building on your strengths rather than your weaknesses. Because at the end of the day, if you're only building on your weaknesses, your strengths are going to be at the same level that they were before, and your weaknesses might get to kind of close, but never really amounting to anything. One idea in game theory is to, whenever you're trying to solve a game in which both players have to act simultaneously, that sometimes if you can't properly predict the future, sometimes the best thing to do is to act randomly. So by acting randomly, you increase the probability of getting a correct prediction of the future. If you can correctly predict the future, then you're more likely to survive. This is what I think parenting might be connected to in terms of this theory. Again, it's all just ideas that I'm just throwing out there, but if parents are necessary for society to survive, that means that they have to serve some sort of metaphysical purpose for society. And the reason why humans take so long to mature or reach independent sort of age is because it takes longer for us, and just in general it takes longer to teach better prediction. That's why it's so important for kids to play games when they're kids, because games help teach us how to better predict the future and deal with the present and past. By teaching us these skills, we can apply them to life after leaving the nest, so to speak. So if our parents did a good job of teaching us, with the mother teaching us more of past and present sort of game playing or solving, predicting, correcting, I should say, and with the masculinity teaching us more of future predicting and correctness. We can be more of a functioning independent adult in society. I think this is why if you only have one parent, doesn't matter if it's like a mom or a dad, if just one parent, you're only getting one side of that type of metaphysical construct. I'm not too sure about like what exactly you would learn in terms of like how it would play out, but I feel like it has to have something with the past, present, and future, because it's living in this three-dimensional world. We're limited by the fourth dimension. That's the limit that we can never make contact with and interact with directly. But we can play within the confines of these dimensions. And because it is the box or the play area in which we live, we have to learn how to survive within it. Learning how to survive within this play area means being able to successfully predict the past, correctively deal with the present, and strategically use the past to help us in the present and future. Yeah. Sounds right anyways. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks.